channel. On today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, we'll be looking into the word hair, its definition, hair types, components of hair, and hair care. I'll implore you to sit back and relax and enjoy this most insightful and educative video.
Hair is a protein filament which grows from the follicles found in the dermis. Hair is one of the defining characteristics of mammals. The human body, apart from areas of glabrous skin, is covered in follicles which produce thick terminal and fine vellus hair. Most common interest of hair is focused on hair growth, hair types, and hair care. However, hair is also a crucial biomaterial primarily composed of protein, notably afro-keratin. Types of hair. Number 1. Straight. Straight hair has no natural curls. The individual strands may be fine or coarse, thick, thin, but they fall without waving from the base to the tips. Number 2. Wavy. The natural state of wavy hair is gentle, tousled texture. From the roots to around eye level, your hair is fairly straight. Moreover, from the high level to the ends, you have a loose, undefined waves. Number 3. Curly. These hair types has a hair-shaped curls from loose loops. The curls have a circumference and a little wider than large end of a taper candle. Number 4. Afro. Afro texture hair is a human hair texture originating from sub-Saharan Africa. Each strand of these hair types grows in a tiny, angle-like helix shape. Number 4. Dreadlocks. Dreadlocks, also simply referred as locks, dreads, are rope-like strands of hair. This hair type is rather formed by natural course, matting, or braiding.
Set Go is a partner and sponsor of Sticks Beauty Plug, hair care product that really work. Set Go is available in wholesales and retail. FDA approved. You can contact them for orders and inquiry. Let's get back to our discussion.
How to identify types of hair. There are two ways you can simply identify any hair types. Number 1, by touching a particular hair, you can easily get a feel and tell if the hair is straight, wavy, curly, afro, or dreadlock. Number 2, with a mere look at a particular hair, you can as well easily tell if a hair is straight, wavy, dreadlock, afro, or curly. Hair components are the overall chemical composition in all hair types, shapes, and form. The overall chemical composition of hair are 45% of carbon, 28% of oxygen, 15% of nitrogen, hydrogen, 7%, and 5% of sulfur.
You all enjoyed this wonderful and insightful video, and please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications in case of new videos, and also like and comment, and please share. Thank you for staying with us today. See you next time. Hi beautiful people, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. On this episode, we're going to be checking into the concluding part of hair care and basic tips that you need for hair maintenance.
Taking adequate care of your hair should be a thing of habit. Whether to condition or not to condition, either to oil or not to oil your hair. Note that the first step in hair care is your diet, and the two most important things in your diet should be ions and protein. The hair cells are the fastest growing cells in the body. However, they are also the first ones to be affected if you don't eat right or suffer with deficiencies because they are not required for survival. How to maintain a healthy hair. It's normal to lose 100 to 150 strands of hair in a day or two, but do not panic when you see a small chunk scrolling across your thigh floor. Number 1. Comb wet hair with extreme care because they are fragile, prone to breakage. take a broad toothed comb and run through from the tips of the base of your hair as gently as possible. This will help with low breakage and hair loss. It will also make it easy to comb through your hair with a less or no pain at all. Number 2. Trim your hair every few weeks to get rid of those brown and rough split ends. Cut about 1/4 an inch of your hair every 6 to 8 weeks to avoid the split ends to grow out again. Number 3. Do not wash your hair every day, and whenever you do make sure a proper deep conditioning treatment is done. Try as much as possible to make use of same brand of shampoo and conditioner. Number 4. Rinse conditioner off your hair with cold water as it is good for both shine and strength. Number 5. Unlike the labels on the back of our food items, the labels on the back of our shampoos are mostly left unread. In the last few years, there has been a lot of focus on sulfates in shampoos. Sulfates are the reason your shampoo lathers the way it does. They clean your scalp and hair, they pattern the dust from it. But some researchers also suggest that they strip your hair of essential oils. They are also the reason why your eye stings when shampoo runs down the side of your face. If you feel any kind of irritation on the scalp or find your hair drying up over time, then try to purchase shampoos that are sulfate free. Number 6. If you've got dry hair, then it's best to avoid coloring. However, if you cannot resist dark gorgeous shades of brown, especially under the winter sun, then follow this clever advice. Use lemon, chamomile tea or honey as the workers' grade hair lighteners. You can add lemon juice to water and spray it over your hair when heading out. You can rinse your hair with brewed chamomile tea after you wash with shampoo or add honey to the water used to wash your hair. Besides these basic tips, there are a few home remedies that will take you a long way, from homemade masks to heat protecting serums and all other hair care essentials. Number 7. Deep conditioning. Even though you condition your hair after every wash, nothing quite works as good as deep conditioning. Every once in a while, wash your hair with shampoo, squeeze out the extra water, towel dry, then take generous amount of conditioner and apply it right to the base of your hair. Use a broad toothed comb and run it through your hair and massage thoroughly to make sure your conditioner reaches everywhere. Comb thoroughly again, pull them up and clip them together. Leave the conditioner in for anywhere between 10 minutes to an hour. Rinse hair thoroughly, blow dry, style and enjoy silky, smooth, healthy hair.
I hope you all enjoyed today's episode of Sticks Builds a Plug. And then before I come your way next time, I would like to remind you that if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so, and also click on notification buttons for subsequent videos that will be coming up. And also like, comment and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is a home of learning. And from your host, stay safe and stay blessed. See you next time.
Hello beautiful people, it's your favorite person, Sticks. Once again, I once told you that we just have a new product we just brewed, and this new formulated wonder is actually absolutely very effective. And then I would like to tell you that this is almost like one of a kind. In fact, it is one of a kind. This product absolutely works in two ways. It has two effective advantages. Okay, this product serves as a disinfectant and also an odor absorber. Most especially if you're in your home or you're going out, you can easily use this product. All you have to do is to spray it on your toilet seat and inside the toilet bowl, and you do your business. Whether you're home, whether you're around friends, and then you are afraid that you're gonna contact any kind of bacteria or any fungus or infection from using a public toilet or any other person's toilet, you will be shielded and covered with this amazing product. These amazing products will absorb every kind of unpleasant odor coming from the toilet while you are busy doing your business. And This product is not like your regular air freshener you sprayed or perfumes you sprayed while you dropping those bombshells in the toilet. This is actually something different. It will absorb the odor and discharge a much more pleasant smell. This product is currently being tested by some few persons, and then they can testify to it by saying, wow, this is amazing. So you can be a shy type who maybe you visit your boyfriend or you are with your man and then you want to go drop those bombshell. Trust me, this product got you covered, and it will be released soon. And once it's been released, I will keep you guys posted. Okay. In addition, this product is also meant for both male and female. Like guys, when you go to the toilet and you drop all your balls inside that bowl, how do you get to shield yourself from those unwanted infection? Okay, so this product will absolutely shield you from that. Or if you're in your base house too and you want to do the business, and then you really don't want to scatter the atmosphere as usual, this product is the way to go for you. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and do have a lovely day. Today on this episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a very neat, or how to sew a very neat tracks. Yeah, like you make a machine sewing, but it's a hand sewing. Do you guys see what I did already? So I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this very clean and neat sewing with your bare ends, with your needle and thread. So let's get to it. Okay, when you take your tracks and your needle, so make sure you pierce the first part of the weft. Pierce the weft. So once you pierce the weft, then you go in. When you go in, you do like a 2 times nothing from the edge in order to make sure that your track stays much more secured. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person that sew a hair and then people get to see it's loosening after a couple some times. No, it's gonna stay there that way unless you loosen it yourself. Yeah, so you knot the beginning twice, then before you now continue. So how do you make this nice beautiful tracks? Yeah, with your hand, without making any kind of roughness or kind of unpleasant sewing. So this is it. So first of all, you make the 2 knots at the beginning, then you continue. Yeah, so one of the things you should observe is that I make sure my thread stays at the upper part, not on the body of the ribbon of the weave. You can see, so this actually helps in terms of when the person is brushing the hair, you don't get to hook your brush, the tooth of your brush with the thread. Do you see? So it should be at the top part, not on top of the ribbon, but at the top part of the ribbon. So we keep going, and then another thing you must consider is you must make sure your lines, your knots are close. Yeah, it should be a close knotting. It should not be too far away from one another. As you can see the way it's going. I'm trying to position it well for you guys to see it clearly. So you bring it out, you do twice, roll around the needle, and then tap. You see, you go again. Make sure, like I said, make sure your sewing is very close to one another, so that gives it some kind of vibrancy, yeah, that you're really gonna like the outcome. Can you see? So just like that, you continue. Just like that, you continue following the tracks. So do remember that whatever you do, make sure you don't make the thread be on top of the ribbon. Make sure it's at the hidden top part, not lying on top of it directly. Make sure it's at the top part. And I've told you the reason for that. The reason for that is that when the person is brushing the hair, the tooth of the comb or the brush doesn't get to hook the thread. Okay, so it just goes smoothly and smoothly and smoothly. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. Okay, now we're going with the continuation of our last video, which was still on hair treatment. Okay, now we'll be making use of another product from Asset Go, their deep conditioner and also their essential coconut oil. So we're going to mix them together in a bowl. We actually put some of the deep conditioner inside the bowl, and then we put some few drops of the essential oil in it. So we stir it and then we begin application. So this is actually how to do a proper deep conditioning whenever you want to treat your hair. So just like we did when we were getting the hair set for shampooing, we section the hair again, yeah, into 4 different places so that it could be easy for us to do our application. And one thing I'd like you guys to know is that conditioner actually has the same actually works like the way the hair relaxer works, but just that hair relaxer is like a fast action, and then it could thin your hair out quickly than the way the conditioner would do. The conditioner is a gradual process, and then instead of it thinning your hair out, it is going to actually just leave your hair moisturized and soft. So about the application, you open the hair line by line, and then you apply just the way you apply a relaxing cream, yeah. So we keep the application going, yeah. So after each application is done on each of the separation, you get to massage the hair thoroughly. You have to massage the hair thoroughly so that the product can actually penetrate into the scalp and into the follicle, yeah, so that the hair can actually gain all the necessary nutrients it was supposed to get from our products. Okay, so this is how you do into all the other patterns that is remaining. So we're done with one. Now we'll proceed into the next one. You see the way it's been massaged thoroughly. Then before you take a big tooth comb and comb the hair thoroughly as well. Comb it all the way until it's free, and then before we proceed, still we're going in with the deep conditioner, yeah. You know, one of the advantage of my channel is that there are a lot of things I show you, there are a lot of things I'll be sharing with you. There are a lot of hair channels or hair tutorial page they won't share with you, yeah. They won't give you a total full detail, and that is one of the major reason why for this my channel. Okay, so you see, I'm done with the one part of the hair, so I'm going into the other parts to line by line. You don't miss. You apply the conditioner from the base. You apply the conditioner from the base of the hair, then you massage just like that, just like that, just like that. So everywhere has been reached. Yeah, you see how soft and how easy it is for us to comb the hair after the application has been done all around. Then you now comb all the hair together. Yeah, so you see, one of the dividends or one of the benefits of a deep conditioner is it's actually one better way that we are supposed to treat our hair, most especially Africans. Yeah, we don't really need that relaxer or anything. All we need is a proper deep conditioning. Yeah, so if you do this all the time, trust me, you won't have any need to want to even relax your hair. Okay, so yeah, so now we're done with this. So after this, I'll just wrap the hair with a clean film or put on a shower cap. So now we've covered the hair with shower cap, and then we've put the client on the steaming machine. And like I said, if you don't have a steaming machine at your home or anywhere you're treating your hair, you can actually just wrap it with a clean film and wrap a towel on it and leave it between the space of 30 minutes upward. It should not be less than 30 minutes. So even when I'm using the machine, I actually usually just set it the timer on 30 minutes, but it should never be less than. You can do more. You can, even if you have all the time, you can wrap it all throughout the day, but it should not be less than 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes upward. So yeah, we're done with today's episode. So next video will be showing us the result of what we have done so far. Back to my YouTube channel. Today on Sticks Beauty Plug, we are going to be concluding our tutorial we started a few weeks back on hair care and deep conditioning process. Okay, so now we're done with our deep conditioning, we're done with our steaming. So now it's time to rinse our conditioner off the hair. So before we do that, we have to massage thoroughly the conditioner into the scalp so that it could penetrate into the follicle. Yes, so that's what we're doing right now presently. So after it's been massaged thoroughly in order to suit the scalp and also to relax the client, yeah, then we rinse off the conditioner. So one of the advantages of actually massaging thoroughly the conditioner into the scalp is it's actually help the product to actually become more active, yeah, on the client's hair. Yeah, if you massage it well thoroughly, so it's like when you have a plant, you can't just be pouring water on the leaf of the plant without watering the roots. So that's how it is like. So sometimes some products don't work because of the way it's been applied. Sometimes it's application that actually do not make some products actually effectively work the way they should. So once products are applied, they should be applied directly into the scalp. Yeah, so this will help the product to really work effectively. So after that is done, then we get our big tooth comb to comb hair thoroughly. So after that, then we rinse off all the conditioner in the hair. We rinse it thoroughly. Like I share in the other videos, when you're rinsing anything out of your hair, make sure you rinse properly and the water coming out of the hair becomes crystal clear. Yeah, that is when you could be so sure that you've actually accurately successfully rinse off particles on anyone's hair. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm rinsing off all the particles. So this is a time that you don't need to manage water. You need to make sure that you rinse it adequately. Rinse every particle off. And in addition, you should also make sure that you use cold water to rinse off the hair. Hello beautiful people. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are now in the continuation of our hair treatment tutorial. Okay, now we are about to do the shampooing after we have done the detangling and the sectioning of the hair. So now we're going to be using a shampoo from Asset Go. Yeah, it's one of the best products I've used out there, and I hope you guys could go and check them out too. Okay, so let's proceed to shampooing our hair.
So first of all, you rinse the hair with water, yeah, and then you might have been getting this question most time, like which kind of water is good to wash someone's hair. Trust me, cold water is the best to wash anyone's hair. We'll give you an insight after this video so that you can get to understand the reason why it's best to use cold water to wash your hair. So you rinse off, you rinse the hair, you rinse the hair, you rinse it. So after rinsing the hair, then before you now proceed to using the shampoo. So this is our first shampoo. So now we've applied our shampoo. So now the process of scrubbing, a lot of people don't know, they don't know that you are not supposed to use your fingers to actually scrub the hair. You are supposed to use your fingertips, not your fingers. So you use your fingertips. Just follow. You use your fingertips to scrub the hair in and out, back and front, all over. We washed, we scrubbed thoroughly, we'll go everywhere. So most times, sometimes when you find out that your shampoo doesn't last from the second one, you can do a third. Yeah, it means maybe quite your hair is much more dirty. Yeah, so you can do a third, but if it latters from the second one, you don't have to do a third, because sometimes it's not actually from the product. The reason why your shampoo doesn't latter when you use it to wash, sometimes it's because there's still dirt in the hair. So like I said, if you follow the procedure like I showed you from the beginning, from using the water to rinse the hair first before you do the first shampoo, and this first shampoo as well too is to neutralize the dirt in the hair, then the second shampoo is to clean up the dirt in the hair. Make sure the hair is rinsed properly, and anytime you're rinsing anything that happens to do with hair, make sure that the water coming out of the hair is clean, like crystal clear. So if you're washing someone, rinsing out a substance from anybody's hair and the water coming out is not crystal clean, it shows that the hair you're washing or whatever you're washing is not clean. So do endeavor to clean all that, wash all that very well and thoroughly, okay? So after we've rinsed out our second shampoo, squeeze out the excess water. So after squeezing out the excess water, then we just go in with a towel to dry the hair.
After rinsing off our shampoo and then we towel dried their hair, we brought our client back to the seat to come and get her prepped for the deep conditioning. And for the deep conditioning process, you can check the next video. Thank you for staying with me today. See you next time.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. On today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, I'm going to be showing us how to do a professional hair treatment. And as you all know that on Sticks Beauty Plug, we'll get to show you most things a lot of hair tutorial videos don't show you. So first of all, we are going to detangle this hair with a product from Set Go. It's called the Hair Juice. It's up to soften and detangle all the crumpled parts of the hair. Okay, so it is very necessary for you to comb through the hair with any good hair moisturizer. So it's very important, because if you don't do it, if you just put the client or your own hair under water, and then it might actually become tangled. Okay, so you have to detangle the hair first. Yeah, it can be with water or any moisturizer of your choice. Okay, so the one I'll be using today, like I said, is from Set Go. It's called the Hair Juice. So I'll get a broad-toothed comb to comb the hair thoroughly all over before we proceed into the first step of our treatment, which is the shampooing. So detangling your hair before washing actually will help you to avoid breakage. Okay, so it is so important. This is one thing a lot of people don't get to do, and then they just pour water on their hair and put in shampoo, and that actually make it difficult when you are washing the hair. The handling becomes difficult. So but if you do this procedure, trust me, you'll find it easy. So now that our hair has been combed thoroughly and then sectioned into 4 different places for easy handling, then we proceed to shampooing the hair. So moreover, actually prepping your hair before you do your first washing is actually very important. Like I said, it will help you to be able to handle the hair very easily and also avoid tangling your hair. So if you ever find yourself in a case where anytime you wash your hair you have to struggle with the tangling your hair, this is actually what you were not doing right. You were not detangling your hair before you shampoo it. So don't forget to always comb your hair thoroughly and detangle your hair before you do your washing. So another additional advantage to detangling your hair before washing, it's actually make the client or yourself feel less pain while your hair has been handled, and also it make it easy for the handler of your hair to actually be more ease while handling your hair. So now that all that have been said and done, so you will now proceed to the sink where you get your hair washed. So I'll be sharing more videos on this because I would like us to get the details. So that's the reason why I'm not going to actually rush us on this. So I would like you to check the next video for the shampoo processing and then the rest is that follows. Okay, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'll be showing us on how to do a professional lace frontal plucking, and then as you can see, what you'll be needing is a lace frontal. You will be needing a tail comb,
your tweezer, a water spray bottle, and then a plucking canvas. So going forward, before you do any of this, you sure better get to know that you need to bleach your lace frontal, which that has been done already. So I've already bleached the lace frontal. So in another video, I'll be showing you how you can perfectly bleach your lace frontal without making any patches in between the hair nuts. As you can see, there are no patches anywhere. Everywhere is well bleached professionally. Okay, so guys, stay with me. As we will continue this process. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, guys, I have my don't mind how messy it's looking. It's been through a lot. So so okay guys, so we have our plucking canvas, and then the next thing we are going to do is to put up our lace frontal on the canvas. Make sure you get a pin or a T-pin or any kind of pins that could hold down a lace. So you hold it down on both sides. So make sure you secure it nicely. Make sure you secure it nicely. Stay firm. Cut out from the side and to the temple. So what am I cutting out? I'm cutting out the extra pre-plucked hair that has been done from the factory. You can see, as you can see, you can see you have some tiny hairs at the edge line. So if you just start plucking like that, you might make a mess of your frontal. So you have to cut out that thin line first. So when you cut out that thin line first, for me, I like to start my plucking without spraying water on it. I like to pluck it dry so that I can get to see what I'm plucking. And then how to hold your tweezer. You should be able to grip it well so that by the time you're plucking, you pluck very, very, very nice. Do not let the tip, the sharp edge of your tweezer get too close to the lace. Like, don't let it touch the lace. All you needed to pluck out is some few hairs, not the nuts, because we have the nuts. If you look at it very well, you can see the nuts. The dotted black stuffs you're seeing, those are the nuts. So when you pluck out that nut, it actually creates patches. So all you have to do is to make sure you don't pluck out that nuts. All you need to pluck out is the hair. Okay, so to avoid that easily, all you need to do is not to let the tip of your tweezer touch the lace. If it touches the lace, there's probability of you taking out the nuts. And then once the nut is out from the net, definitely you will see patches. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a few pluck. And then another thing you need to consider is make sure you have a starting point to an ending point. Don't just pluck all over. Just make sure you open up a starting point, then you follow that starting point until you get to the last part of the place you want to pluck to. So you just watch and see how I go about it. So let the pointed part of your tweezer be the one facing directly to the lace. So let's go. So like I said, you pluck and hoping some parts of the beginning area of where you're plucking, and as you open some part of it, so that will be like a guide as you're plucking and going forward, going up. That will be like a guide, because your plucking should be kind of leveled. It should not just be
like it should kind of be have like a form of layer, a layered surface like this. So, and therefore to pay attention. So like I said, don't just jump. You see, I've just opened this place now. I'm not just gonna jump here. I'm gonna follow that. That will be like a guide for me. So now that I've plugged all the way from the side area of my frontal to the temple, yeah. So now this is the next thing for me to do now is to blend. So how do you blend? You bring back the first cutout that you did, the tiny edges that you have. So you bring back the first cutout, bring it back, bring it back. So you will see clearly what you were supposed to blend. So the edges will still be feeling so unkept and hand, you can see it. So now all you have to do is to make sure you thin out all the thick line at the edges. You can see the thick line. If you can look closely, you can see the thick line at the edges. So all we have to do now is to clear it. So we go in there, the same thing like I told you, don't let your tweezer get too close. Don't let it touch your lace, because you might create patches, because when it touches your lace, you get to uproot the knots. So let's get into it. Yeah. Things coming out. Okay, back. So let's go. Let's go. And one thing you should always get to consider all the time is make sure your lace and the edge stay flat. Make sure it stay flat. Yeah, make sure it stay flat. So that's why I will always recommend that you use a plucking canvas. Yeah, because it's actually made for this. Yeah, so it gets flattened in. You see, so you can see the part that I've blended already and the part I haven't blended. Yeah, all of these I'm doing dry because I really wanted to see what I was doing. Do you get me right? So let's continue. You can see, can you see, without spraying nothing, no water, nothing inside. Yeah, can you see it? You have to make sure you get to know how to do it. Yeah, dry without spraying any substance on it, because that, like I said, it will help you to see what you're doing clearly. Because if you put water first, you get to pluck, and when you finish plucking and the hair gets dry, then you get to find out that you've not even really done anything yet. Do you get? And then that too can also make your tweezer get blunt easily. Yeah, so take note of that. Then after I've done that, now I'm going to spray. I'm going to spray the edges. I'm going to spray the edges. Mind you, you see that I'm concentrating on a particular part first before I move forward to the next. Can you see that? Absolutely gorgeous, right? Yeah, so that is how you do it. So can you compare to this? Can you see this? You see? You see? You see? So that's it. That is it. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Can you see? So we'll go ahead and do the same thing from this temple to this other temple. When you're about to do this top part, is to consider the fact that all human hair actually are fuller at the topmost part of the head. Yeah, at the forehead is fuller, and then a little bit tiny at the temple on both sides. So when you're plucking this part, you don't get to do too much. Okay, don't do too much plucking at this very place. So you apply the same system by cutting out the extras. Yeah, just like you did, just like I did at the other side. Cut out the extra, then we'll pluck. So you see the thick line, so I'm going to just clean them out, and that is the blending. So I go close and go close just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. You see, go close, just like that. So that will give it a natural looking edge. Yeah, so you can get to slay your frontal nicely, because the reason why you have to pluck the edges of your frontal is because you want it to look as natural as possible. Yeah, so can you see that? Yeah, so it's so simple and then beginner friendly, so you don't get to make a mess of anything while you're doing this. So now you can spray water on it. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So on my next video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a divining hair parting, yeah, without you making a mess of your frontal or closure or any form of lace you have to make a parting on. So and then I've seen situations where people have to put concealers to make a defining parting, but I'll show you how you can easily pluck your parting without making any mess of anything. You can see, as you can see how natural and nice it is. Yeah, so opening, you can comb it. You can see how natural, once the lace is being bleached well and properly, definitely you will get and then it's being plucked nicely. Definitely when you install it, you're going to get a lovely hairline, a lovely hair piece, like just like that. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Beautiful people. Okay, I hope you learned one or two things today on our discussion for today on how to do a professional and easy lace blocking. You can see the way I did it, very easy. It doesn't even take me 5 to 10 minutes. I'm done. Yeah, so I think if you get to consider those procedures that I mapped out for you, it should be very easy for you to do. So do not forget to switch on the notification button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also share, like, and comment, and also follow me on Instagram at Sticks Beauty Plug, and then also follow our sponsor on Instagram at hair_set_go. Okay, before I come your way next time, I would like to remind you that make sure you enjoy everything you do. Enjoy it, be it work, be it whatever it is you do, make sure you enjoy it. And I'll say bye for now. Yeah, I'm back once again. Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, on today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, I'll be taking you guys through something I called how to make accurate partings, whether it's side parting, deep side parting, or center parting. And also I'll be taking you through how you can pluck your parting on a lace, whether it's a closure or it's a lace frontal or any kind of lace you want to make parting on, because I've seen scenarios where people get to put concealers to make a defined pattern. So today I'll be showing you how you can actually plug a defining and accurate pattern on your closures. And also before that, I will show you some things you need to know about cutting a pattern on, is it your natural hair or is it on a weave. So first of all, what you need to consider is the head. Okay, the head has its parts. Okay, you know, from the side to the temple and to the other temple and the forehead. Okay, then these measurements are actually very, very accurate when it comes to you making pattern if you consider them. So I would like you to really pay attention to this video, because these are very simple things that a lot of people don't know. And you know, this is what my channel is about. It's about opening your eyes to see some basic little stuff that hairstylist or you, your personal self, would like and would love to know. So it's a home of information. So like I said, I will be dishing out more and more informations. Okay, so now if you want to make a center pattern, an accurate center pattern, it's easily to make by just using the pointed nose. Yeah, easily you can get your center pattern. Use the pointed nose to easily just cut. You'll get your accurate center pattern. And then if you want to do a side part, you can easily use the corner side of your eyes. Yeah, the corner side of your eyes, yeah, to do an accurate side parting. Yeah, the corner side of your eye. Yeah, the inner side, yeah, which is close to your what did they call it, cut crease, or what? Yeah, the makeup people, yeah, cut crease. So at this very part, if you do a straight line, you will get an accurate side parting. And also if you want to get an accurate deep side parting, which is likely the most used parting, both center and deep, they are the most used parting. That is easy. Just go to the corner side of your eyes, the outer part. Yeah, so that goes straight into your temple. That is how you create a deep side part. Yeah, because nowadays, like, everybody who is doing a side part, they actually prefer the deep side part. So that goes straight into your temple. Okay, so if you measure it, yeah, the corner side, the outer part of your eye, yeah, and then you take it up, you will see it goes straight into your temple. So if you want to get an accurate deep side part, you use your temple. Okay, so that is that about trying to show you how you can easily just get, because I've seen situations where people struggle with opening patterns. Yeah, you can easily just use the pointed nose to get accurate center, the inner part of your cut crease, yeah, of the eye. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my eye. What's going on? Okay, I'm fine, thank you. So you can just use that to get your accurate side part, and then deep side part is using the outer part of the eye, yeah, going straight into your temple. If you try it, you will see it go straight into your temple. So let's get to showing you the practical on how you can easily create accurate lines on your lace without you getting to use concealers, or because at the end of the day, concealers, they actually clog the knots of your lace, and they leave them messy sometimes. So I would advise you desist from that. But if that is all you have to do, fine. But I'm just trying to tell you there are more better ways in order to preserve your lace. So I'll show you this pattern in which you can use to create defining lines on your lace frontal. Okay, so you stay with me as we proceed.
So as you're about to start plucking your parting, okay, there is one thing you need to consider. You need to consider the fact that you need to open a straight line in whichever part of the least frontal or your closure you want to make a parting on. So as you can see in this video, I'm trying to make an accurate straight parting so that I can see the knots. So you have to create a pattern that shows the knots. And then another thing you need to consider is the fact that the knots are actually linear, like they are actually on a straight line, you know. So what you do is simple. Once you open the accurate parting, you get to see how linear the knots are. So all you just have to do is to start plucking the knots one after the other. So I like to start from like the middle of the line so that I can get to see clearly what I'm doing. So what you just get to do is pluck out each of the knots one after the other on a straight line. Yes, it can be very tricky. All you just have to do is to focus and make sure you follow each of the knots on a straight line. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Trying to open the line gradually. Yeah. So you don't sidestep while you're doing this. Always make sure you plug the knots one after the other. Plug the one next to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So you go thus. You also need to consider the part of your tweezer you're using to do this plucking. Okay, you need to use the pointed part of the tweezer, yeah, so that it can help to actually penetrate into the lace and then uproot the knots for you. And then, mind you, while you're doing this, do not, once again, I repeat, do not sidestep into another line while you're opening one line already. Okay, so the wider you want the line to be, the wider you want the parting to be, rather, is how many lines you should pluck. Okay, if you want a not too wide parting, maybe you can just pluck 2 lines. Then if you want a more defining and wider parting, you can pluck like 3 lines. But for me, mostly I like to do like 2 lines. Yeah. So once again, do not forget to follow the line.
Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug. I hope you guys enjoy and learn 1 or 2 things from me today. Yeah. Okay. I would like to remind you that if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And if you are new here, please put on the notification button to make sure you don't get to miss any of my video. You can also like, share, and comment. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sticks Beauty Plug, and then you can also follow our our sponsor Set Go at air_set_go. You can also contact them for orders and inquiry. Okay, before I come your way next time, I remain your favorite host, Sticks. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay blessed. Mwah.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, I'm going to be showing us how to do a simple bob cut. Okay, so definitely you can see that I've already started. So all I just do is cut some of layers of the hair from the back. Yeah, so maybe you can do like 4 lines, or you can do like 2 lines each of 3 lines each. It depends. But the first thing you just have to consider is when you want to do a bob cut, you should not cut the hair all together at once, because you could create or make an error, or even cut more than the length you really want to achieve. Okay, so first of all, like you see me do on this video, I cut out some of the hair from the back. Yeah, then I start my cutting. This process is quite easy because it allows you to be able to cut accordingly. Yeah, and then when it comes to anything that has to do with hair, you should actually have a formation for everything. So I actually have a formation for this, and it makes it easy for me to cut without stress. So like I said, I first of all cut out some part of the hair from the back of the weave, and then after that is done, then I now went in to cut the hair equally. One of the things you must consider before embarking on this simple DIY, it's you must make sure that the object you're using, the tool you're using to actually do the cutting, is quite sharp and then easy to use. So some people can use a clipper, like a barbering clipper, or you can use a cutting shears, like a scissors or so, but it has to be very sharp. And then so let's get to it. So I've actually cut out the first layer, like I told you. Now I'm going into the second layer. So one thing we need to really pay attention to is that by the next line you'll be cutting, to cover the first one you've cut, should be a little, like an ½ inch, a little, the longer than the first one you already cut. So we begin into our cutting. We keep going gradually and gradually. Like I said, you have to cut them line by line, so that you don't make a mess of your bob cut. Okay, so after this, I'll open another line again until I get to the top part. So now I'm at the top part of the hair, you see. So I separate it into 2, you see, so that I could see a more visible cut, and then easy to undo kind of cut. So the same process. I cut. I let it be like a ½ inch longer than what I've already cut before. You can see it. So now I'm even using a scissors now, so I could be so multi-dimensional with this. So if you see people be using scissors to cut do their own cutting, it's pretty fine. If you've been seeing people using a barbering clipper, it's pretty fine too. At the end of the day, the result is what matters. So going in now. My final result review soon. So you see, guys, this is the finished product. You can see how easy it is to actually achieve a bob cut. Very easy Yeah, like I said, one of the benefits of my channel is the fact that I get to take you into details. Yeah, into details. Yeah, so yeah, you too can do it. It's that simple. So if you're new on my channel, kindly help subscribe and also comment and share. Okay, thank you very much. Till I come your way next time, I remain your main guy, Sticks. Bye for now. Back to my YouTube channel once again. Okay, on today's episode of Sticks Beauty Plug, I'm going to be showing us how to apply our lace frontal before we sew. You know, that's one mistake a lot of people make when they want to apply their lace frontal. They always apply it very wrong, and then I'd like to show us that today. So when you want to apply your lace frontal, most concentrated part should be the back area where you have the flap. That is where it's supposed to be the most concentrated part. Okay, so once you putting on your lace, yeah, so once you putting on the lace on top of the wig cap, make sure you balance it in the middle. Make sure it's in the middle. Okay, so once it's in the middle, then make sure you pin the middle part first. Once you pin down the middle part, then you can now then go to the sides. This technique is so easy. I've seen people struggle with trying to pin down their lace frontal on the wig cap before sewing. It's quite so simple to do. So I don't know if you guys can see it well. So, and then another thing you need to kind of always be considerate of is the flap. The flap should be at the same level where the edge of the cap is. This flap, I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see it? Right here. So it should be at the same level with your cap. So we just go, we cap it down flat. So one of the things you don't want to do while you are trying to apply your lace frontal on a wig cap is you don't want it to be crumpled like this, like rough. It has to stay flat and firm because that will actually aid you while you're doing your sewing. So you do the same thing at the other side, considering the same technique that I told you about. You do the same thing, you pin it down. Same thing. Make sure it's pinned down, it's not moving. Make sure of that. Yeah. Can you see? So it go both ways. Both ways. So I've seen people try to struggle with trying to on how they will apply their lace frontal on a wig. I've seen how they struggle. I've seen how they've been, you know, making mistakes and stuff. So it's quite simple. So just that simple as that. It didn't even take me how many minutes to do this. Then before you now switch it to the front side. So from the front side now, it depends. The adjustment in the front side depends on how big the person's head is. Okay, so if you want to make a bigger cap, all you have to do is drag the lace forward more. The more you drag the lace forward, the more you're giving more room inside the cap. So without even making mistake, so in order to adjust it without dismantling anything or any pin that you pin down, all you have to do is remove the middle and readjust. That's it. Just remove the middle to adjust the front area. So now, whichever how big you want the cap to be, you adjust from the front side. So it's quite simple. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people struggle with this, so that's why I feel like, okay, maybe I should show us this. You know, my page is all about showing you guys details that a lot of videos don't show you. Okay, so and then after that is done, then go ahead and sew your lace frontal. So now another one thing you must consider when you want to sew your lace frontal on the cap is this: you sew from the middle to the end of one part of the lace frontal. Yeah, you see the flap. So from the middle to this side, and you come back to the middle again to sew all the way to this other side. Okay, yeah, so don't sew like from this end and go all the way to the other side. No, it will actually not give it the kind of shape you want. So you have to sew from the middle down and come here too and sew down again, then before you start sewing. So I hope that is so clear. You can see how flat and firm it is, and that is how it should always be. Yeah, flat and firm, flat and firm. Yeah, thank you.